Ralph. That song was kind of a downer song. I don't know. I'm in a hurry because it's almost time, but I gotta go soon, and we're running late. So I don't mean to rip you off or nothing with the show, but and then again, for some reason, it's dark in here again. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna get to my topic. I'm gonna start off with a poem. I found this on what really happened. No. That's what it says on the sheet. I got it from Republic Broadcasting Network, and found this nice, interesting picture. It says there'd be no game of chess if the pawns refuse to play, which is true. And I got it from this article. I'll read the article. I'll read the poem first. This poem inspired. This picture inspired a poem. It's called "A Call to the Pawns." There'd be no game of chess if the pawns refuse to play. Now is the time that the order givers no longer get their way. War is an abomination that should not be glorified, especially when so many of the innocent have died. When God's children die, the war has been lost. What does war give the people? All I see is the cost. The order givers have always chosen money over life. It's time to tell them no and start doing what is right. That's what I said. Because it's true. Now I have an article of good news to read, which was also some good news on the last episode of What on Earth is Happening. A man called in that just quit the military, so congratulations for that. I'm very proud of that. And it gives us some hope. A little bit of hope always helps a little bit. A little bit counts. And also he wrote something to the rest of the people in his troop, or whatever they call it. Hopefully they might have waking them up. We do a lot of writing to try to wake people up, try to wake people up, but there's only so much you can do. But we need to have faith in our fellow man. Hopefully. This article says, when soldiers lay down their arms, I want to do something peaceful. But when the pawns refuse to play, there will be no game. The power lies not with the plans of the rulers, but with the decision of each and every one of us, especially those in the military. Refuse to fight and reclaim your birthright of living in peace. This Ukrainian soldiers picture right here says these Ukrainian soldiers had enough. Today it was reported that more than 400 Ukrainian soldiers refused to kill their fellow countrymen in eastern Ukraine. They defected across the border to Russia and laid down their arms. One of them, Yaroslav, said, I want to do something peaceful. They saw no other option than to flee their own country, as they would have been prosecuted as traitors, which is ridiculous. Because if they go and prosecute as traitors, then whoever is prosecuting them as traitors is a terrorist. Because they don't want to do that. They don't want to hurt people. They don't. If you don't want to be a terrorist, these enemies consider you a terrorist. And the ones that consider you a terrorist for not wanting to be a terrorist are the terrorists. It's ridiculous. Okay. It says, which is another good news, that some Israeli soldiers are also recognizing that it is wrong what they are doing. Dozens refuse to summons to service. They state, we are more than 50 Israelis who were once soldiers and now declare our refusal to be part of the reserves. We oppose the Israeli army and the conscription law. So that is wonderful news. And they have decided to be life bringers and decided to change their ways. And they have learned the lessons. And I hope that more follow their footsteps. We know that the iconic images of soldiers playing football, soccer, together on the fields of World War I during the Christmas truce, a photo that touches us and highlights the madness of brothers killing each other. Heroes and the traitors. The soldiers that refuse to fight are portrayed generally as traitors, but what they really do is remember who they really are. Sentient, caring, loving, compassionate human beings. And what's more, they are acting on it. The heroes are not those who refuse to kill for nations, ideologies, economic interests, or religions. They are those who refuse to be used as weapons against their fellow man, who refuse to be used as cannon fodder to prolong the existence of domination, oppression, and division. There are some who think that they can play with human lives. They even write, books about it, like this guy Zbigniew Brzezinski, The Grand Chessboard, American Primacy and its Geostrategic Imperatives. But when the pawns refused to play, there would be no game. The power lies not with the plans of the rulers, but with the decision of each and every one of us, especially those in the military. Refuse to fight and reclaim your birthright of living in peace. That was a fantastic article. I found it on Republic Broadcasting Network by Manny Quaraz from Global Research. Now, I'm hoping that more people in this country are doing the same thing. Hopefully. Okay, now this is my rant for today. See, that was a little bit of good news, a slight bit of good news. I'm going to go on my rant now. I'm very upset about something. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's dumb. And the scripture said that you should not do this, because they're trying to do things to please man and get glorified for doing something nice, and they turn it into a whole big piece of garbage. And it's called it's this new thing called the raising the money for the ALS. These people are dumping water buckets over their heads with ice in them, and I don't know about you, but I don't see how the hell that's helping nobody. It ain't like if you dump in the water over your head, the person with ALS is going to get up and start dancing. That's not going to happen. Now, I want to know, is there money in this? And where the hell is it going? Now, all these institutions and these associations raising money for stuff, especially for issues that and sickness that affects children. Where is this money really going to research, and how the hell do we know who's watching the money, where it's going? Why the hell do these things have CEOs that are making all this money when it's supposed to be for the people who are dying and sick, who need these cures right now? And it really upsets me to think about the fact that they probably have cures, but they don't want nobody to have them because the medication or whatever, or the treatments are making money, and people don't want to lose their job. And that makes me ill. I really hope that's not the case, but I'm really upset because they turn this thing with the water dumping over people's heads, they turn it into a celebrity thing, people showing off like they're doing something great. You know what? Just give some money and don't make it a big deal out of it. You ain't supposed to make a big deal out of it. You say, ooh, look at me, look what I did. I'm a great celebrity, I'm awesome because I did something stupid. I put water over my head. That's not helping nobody. Not helping nobody. They turn into some kind of damn fad, and they forget about who the hell they're helping and what the point was. I don't know why they have these weird things like run for whatever. I want to see somebody there and monitoring that and seeing that the money is actually going into the research, because there's a scientific paradigm out there, and there are pigs out there who want the scientific research and things to be found in their favor. So if they don't like something that goes against what they want it to be, and it goes against their agendas or whatever they're funding, they pull the funding if they don't like it, because they want the results in their favor. So science today, like Mark says, is a crock of shit because it's favoring people. It's ridiculous, it's wrong, and it needs to be stopped. Science and research needs to be regulated by real people, not paid shills or people that are getting something out of it. I really don't like hearing about this. It makes me mad. I don't like hearing about people suffering when and time being wasted when they could help them and have cures coming. There are lots of things that need cures. There are people dying. There are children suffering with problems. It's very sad and very upsetting to know that they just make a big show out of it, or they make it about the celebrity and not about the person that needs help. I want to see more research. I want to know that if I'm going to donate something, that it's going to go to the research, because I care. I don't care who knows I donated. I want to know that my donation is going to the cause it claims to be going to. And I want to know why people like the MDA chairman are making all this damn money. The MDA chairman ain't got nothing wrong with him. It's ridiculous. Why the hell is there even a CEO, whatever the hell they call it? Why? Why can't people just come together and be nice together and just do things to help people? And make sure that people, if you're going to tell somebody that money is going to this, that it's going to go to that. I don't see why it has to be so difficult. I don't see why it's got to be a big association, a government crap thing, or whatever the hell they have it. Just do it and get the research done. Get these people cures. People made cures for a long time. Whether it's childhood cancer, muscular dystrophy. You know, people need cures. We're waiting for cures. I saw a kid the other day who was walking. They do a toe walk. Just had muscular dystrophy before they start losing more strength, and then they have to use a chair, and then their muscles weaken on the inside, their respiratory muscles, and then they a lot of times they don't make it through their 20s, but lately, since there's been good treatments available, they've been living longer, but still, I mean, it's still difficult to live that way. I mean, it's really tough, and I really hope that people are making sure that this money is going to help these people, because I want to see kids that have the little bit of progression, have some hope for their future, that maybe they could walk and not have to ever use a chair, and help the people that are trapped in the chair get out. I'm hoping that they come soon. I'm really hoping that they come soon. I want that day where the chair is no longer needed and everybody can walk and have fun. That's what we're working towards. That's another reason we need to do the great work, so we can solve all these problems and get rid of the red tape that may be being hidden, of cures or whatever, or even the ability to help extend human life so people don't have to grow old and suffer. We want to end suffering. But these pigs don't want to end nothing, because they want the reign of rule through their bloodlines. And we got to figure out, and we got to get going, and we got to knock down the garbage. And that's what we're doing, because we're tired of it. Now, I'll read a poem, and then I got to get going. Where's that pen? Okay. Here. Let's see. I'll end with this. Oh, this is a good one. It's called The Reaping. It's called The Reaping. It's dedicated to the Americans and the Israelites. You'll be consumed by your own darkness, where you are forced to surrender your life. Your life essence shall be withdrawn and given back to the giver of life. You will no longer steal energy that is rightfully ours because you chose to use it against us, to destroy. You chose to use against us to destroy righteous towers. Hold on a minute, I read that really wrong. I'm going to read that one more time. It's called The Reaping. You'll be consumed by your own darkness, where you are forced to surrender your life. Your life essence shall be withdrawn and given back to the giver of life. This is really written poorly. We won't have to redo this, because that was a terribly written poem. It sounded good at the time. Now I just read it and it sounds terrible, so I'm going to have to redo that. Apologize. I will read you another poem. Let's see. Okay. Okay, it's called The Final War. The stories of the constellations are reflecting here on Earth, and the time we've hoped for has arrived. Our mother has just given birth. Now is the time to gather round and protect your precious son. The kingdom of the future has been born, and the war for the truth will be won. Which, obviously, there is going to be a constellation that does that. This poem is a little ahead of its time, but it was a good poem. And, yeah, so look at the stars, find your star, figure out who you are, and doing the great work. Keep doing the great work. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week.